ध्वजगीत एक साथ शुरू कर।
झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा, विजयी विश्व तिरंगा प्यारा। झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा, विजयी विश्व तिरंगा प्यारा। सदा शक्ति सरसाने वाला, प्रेम सुधा बरसाने वाला, वीरों को हरसाने वाला, मातृभूमि का तन मन सारा। झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा, विजयी विश्व तिरंगा प्यारा। झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा, की जाने पाए चाहे जान भले ही जाए, विश्व विजय करके दिखलाए, तब होवे प्रण पूर्ण हमारा। झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा, विजयी विश्व तिरंगा प्यारा। झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा।
बोलो भारत माता की
जय।
बोलो भारत माता की
जय।
Dr. N.K. Manjunath sir, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of S. Vyasa, is a leader whose dedication to academic excellence and holistic growth inspires both students and faculty alike. Sir, it is my honor to invite you to extend your welcome address and set the tone for today's celebration.
भारत माता की, little louder. भारत माता की, वंदे। Excellent. So nice to be here early in the morning with the grace of Lord Varuna. So otherwise we were thinking how to accommodate all our students in one place. We had our plans to celebrate the same at Samskruti Bhavan, but Guruji had a desire that we should celebrate it here, and that's how the desire of such great personalities come true. We are all here for the celebration of the 79th Independence Day. It's my privilege welcoming all of you for this wonderful occasion where we celebrate several of those contributions because of which we are happily enjoying that independent India's dreams today. For today's function, we have several dignitaries. Two of those guests who have come here today, they have contributed in multiple levels to the growth of India, particularly contributing to the defense sector. This organization has been celebrating Independence Day in much different way all the time, because the vision given to us by none other than our own Pujya Guruji, which made us realize that we need to seriously bring in the components of there is Independence Day celebration in all possible ways. And this is the speciality of Prashanti Kuteram. We have the senior-most members available for any celebrations in the campus. Okay? So whether somebody participates or not, some of the other members participate for sure, even in big conferences. So having said that, that's the kind of an environment Guruji has created for us where we live in harmony with nature. Much before I move on welcoming other guests, it's my privilege thanking this particular troupe which gave us such a wonderful welcome. This troupe, a band troupe which has come from SRS Vidya Mandir, and I am so grateful to Madam Bharati Ayanna, who took all that responsibility of bringing the wonderful children from SRS Vidya Mandir. They not only welcomed us, but also gave us, probably for the first time, a national anthem through their band. Grateful to you, madam. Grateful to all the children who came so early, because they have their own school celebrations of Independence Day. They are moving from here to their school celebration. So I request Guruji to offer our thanks to Madam Bharati Ayanna, and so that we can allow them to go and celebrate in their school immediately after this. Thank you, madam, and thank you, children, all of you. It's wonderful, and keep coming to SVyasa University. It's your own institution. As I was mentioning, Guruji always says in every Independence Day celebrations, probably we have got the independence outside. We all believe that we are living in an independent era where we have the freedom to achieve what we want to achieve, do what we want to do, and of course contribute to the nation's growth. But at the same time, this organization called Swami Vivekananda Yoga Anusandhan Samsthana has its own objectives, not just providing that external freedom, but also that internal freedom. Because it is yoga based, this is yoga based, lifestyle based education. This has been adopted from the teachings of Swami Vivekananda. And of course, when Swami Vivekananda talks, he talks about youth. And every time, any activity we do, we have all the credentials given to our youth who are going to be the future of not only this Nava Bharat, but also for the whole world. It's my privilege welcoming our own Pujya Guruji for today's Independence Day. Welcome you, Guruji. We have the chief guest for today, Mr. C.V. Nagabhushan. C.V. Nagabhushan has served as a distinguished defense professional with 38 years of service in India's Defense Scientific Organization, also connected with Defense Research Development Organization. It's privilege having somebody contributing to the defense sector in a very big way, because you all see many of the tankers going during the war time. And many of you also have a habit of playing a lot of games, right? So in the games you have, when you are sitting in a tanker, through a kind of an imaging unit, you can sit in the tanker and you can see outside what is happening. The special contribution of Mr. C.V. Nagabhushan is not just seeing through that object, but also he has created something called night vision instrument for tankers. So today across the country, if the tankers can go around, whether not only in the daytime but also in the night time, and they can do their job, one of the main contributors for this amazing technology is Mr. C.V. Nagabhushan. It's my privilege having an individual who has contributed to defense sector extensively, welcoming him. He holds a Bachelor of Honours from National College in Bangalore, and he has a PG Diploma in Armament Technology from IIT Pune, DRDO, and a graduate membership from Indian Institute of Industrial Engineering from Mumbai. Mr. Nagabhushan, he has specialized in optoelectric and laser-based defense systems, including night vision devices, as I mentioned, also laser ranging and target systems, ensuring Army quality standards in collaboration with major defense manufacturers. He has worked and traveled across the nation for serving the nation, which includes very much field trials in forward areas for equipment used in tanks, UAVs and missiles, and border defense. And he has also represented India in Sweden for the critical defense consignments. He is a retired senior scientific officer living in Bengaluru. Of course, traveled across the country and contributed extensively for various sectors within the defense. My privilege, once again, with some details, welcoming Mr. C.V. Nagabhushan and Mrs. C.V. Nagabhushan, Veena Nagabhushan, for this inaugural session of today's Independence Day celebration. My privilege introducing and welcoming another guest for today, Sri Venkata Narayana Swami SV, who is from Kolar district. He actually joined the Indian Army 1980 and served the nation with distinction until his retirement in 1997. His service took him to some of the most challenging regions, which includes Bihar, Mizoram, Assam, Tripura, Uttar Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, Delhi, as well as Sri Lanka as part of the peacekeeping force, and Punjab during Operation Blue Star, which is very well known to each one of you, and also served at Sikandarabad. In addition to his military service, he is a poet, an author of 2 patriotic poetry anthologies, and he has dedicated these contributions to soldiers of India. And of course, much before coming over here, he has given those books to us, and we are going to share with all of you. One of it has been dedicated to none other than Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. His life stands as a testament to service, both on the battlefield and through literature. We are deeply honored to have you, sir. Welcome for today's Independence Day celebrations. We have the whole family of S. Vyasa, Sushruta group of institutions here today. All the senior officials assembled over here. The Chancellor of S. Vyasa, Subramaniam ji, my privilege welcoming you, sir. We have the Pro-Chancellor of S. Vyasa University, Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna. Welcome to you, sir. We have all other eminent personalities, ranging from the Registrar of S. Vyasa University, Dr. Soni Kumari. We have the Deputy Registrar, Dr. Vasudev Vaidya. We have the principals of our Nursing College, Ayurveda College, Physiotherapy College, and of course representatives from Naturopathy College and the Dean of Division of Spirituality and the Dean of Academics, Dr. Jayaraman is here. It's my privilege welcoming each one of you. Particularly today we have assembled here, and this event is so bright purely because of the presence of each one of you, our students and our faculty members across institutions. We remember that whenever it is needed, you have to wake up little early in the morning. At SVYASA, there is nothing new. Everybody gets up very early in the morning. Particularly our Sushruta Ayurveda college students, nursing college students, etc. We keep making them wake up early because sometimes for our events which happen very early in the morning, you are bound to come and participate. But what yoga teaches us is this discipline. Okay, so fundamentally we all believe that early to rise gives us lots of things. Mainly what we believe is that kind of an independence for you where you have the privilege of time. Students can wake up and study. People can wake up and fix their issues in the form of doing yoga. And there are several other benefits what you can derive, and I am sure you are going to take a sankalpa. Those who are not waking up early for any reason, you will take a sankalpa today that you will adopt this early rising into your own life. 79th Independence Day. Many people have contributed. We have two of them who have contributed for retaining that independence with India. Otherwise, there are several who made it as a possibility that we get independence. So that's the way we have moved forward for long, much before and even after Independence Day. The fundamental question is asked, having this independence, how are you using it? We all have a tendency of saying that yes, we are in an independent era, but what is the vision of Bharat for the next another 25 years, whereby we can cross this century and we can say that we are taking this Bharat to Suvarna Bharat. That's the dream of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Today we also mark the special day of 50th, we have just crossed 50 years of the foundation of Prashanti Kutiram. A golden jubilee always makes it a special day for us. So we have been celebrating the golden jubilee of Prashanti Kutiram formation for long. So we will be taking this forward with a message given to us by Pujya Guruji. And I am sure each one of you are going to contribute to this. Let us, one side, remember the legacy, what has been given to us by people like Mahatma Gandhi, people like Subhash Chandra Bose, people like APJ Abdul Kalam. And two, let us create a Nava Bharat whereby each one of you are going to take the responsibility and lead us to a new dimension where the whole world can take it as Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam as the principle and going back to Sanatana Dharma. Having said that, I welcome each one of you once again for today's Independence Day celebrations, and let us enjoy the moment and celebrate it in all possible ways. Thank you very much.
We are grateful for your words, sir. Your presence today is truly an honor, and I warmly welcome you on behalf of everyone for this celebration. Patriotism is not an emotion you switch on for a day. It is a way of life. Our Honorable Pro-Chancellor, Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna, sir, embodies this spirit through his lifelong service to education and society. Sir, may we invite you to share your words of inspiration.
गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम। भारत माता की वंदे। मेरा भारत महान है, मेरा भारत most respected Guruji, Honorable Chancellor of our University, Professor Subramaniam Ji, today's chief guest who has participated in many wars and defense activities, Shri Venkatanarayan Swami Ji, who has contributed his might through his scientific knowledge to the defense system, Sanmanya Nagbhushan Ji and Srimati Veena Nagbhushan Ji, who has supported Nagbhushan Ji for his endeavors. And my dear Vice Chancellor and the Registrar of this university, principals of different schools and colleges, my dear students. We are here to celebrate the 79th Independence Day celebration. Let me greet you on this occasion. Abhinandan and congratulations. Friends, you know, we have already traveled 78 years and we are at the moment of 79th year. India has become very powerful, becoming superpower, and very shortly we are going to overtake the so-called superpower who is threatening every day. Nobody is big brother. Friends, take it for granted. You have heard, you have seen, the so-called big brother is threatening. हमारे पास कुछ नहीं होगा. We are capable of taking you in every field, including the war field, which has shown during the recent Operation Sindhur. Our Brahmos, Agni, Akash, Vayu, not only that, the real valor, vigor and strength of our Indian people, nobody can shake us. Friends, we have crossed our number 140 crores, whereas the so-called big brothers is 1/3 of India. He cannot do anything. They tried to impose lot of restrictions when Atal Bihari Vajpayee declared the atomic explosion, but later क्या हो गया? क्या हो गया? They took it back. Similarly, the economic restrictions, what he is trying to do now, nothing will happen. India's economic power, India's economic stability is greater than America. Friends, today, look at how the dirty games they are playing. They supply defense equipment to us, they supply defense equipment to Pakistan, and they try to play the business everywhere. Let us not trust, but that is possible only when all of us unite together and express our patriotism and the nationalistic attitude. During Operation Sindhur, the success story all of you have seen. In hardly about 45 minutes, they made enemy countries to surrender. But unfortunately, the people, the enemies, so-called enemies within this country, they are doubting the integrity of our soldiers. Friends, all occasions, whenever India supersedes its success, our own people, they try to destabilize. Be careful. You youngsters should read the true history of this country. What we are reading is fabricated, duplicated history. We do not know how many people sacrificed for this independence. We did not get independence by just peace. Many people sacrificed their lives. But the history, what we read and what we understand, what is taught is something different. As a student of yoga, you should read the history first. You should get inspiration from Subhash Chandra Bose. Get inspiration from Swami Vivekananda. You should get inspiration from so many soldiers who sacrificed their lives. Bhagat Singh, Azad Chandrasekhar, Veer Savarkar. These are all unrecognized heroes of this country. Unfortunately, we only hang few people and then we take it for granted that we got independence so easily. It is not like that. Yes, we have already crossed 78 years and we are moving ahead to further. But at this juncture, the responsibility of youngsters is to see that we develop nationalism. India, Bharat is first. Unfortunately, for some people in our own country, the religion is first. Whereas for us, country is first. Later comes religion. Later comes individuality. Unless we develop that attitude, we lose this independence what has been provided by our people by sacrifice. Today, India has made progress in all directions. Last year, we celebrated what is called as Vikasit Bharat. Yes, surely Vikasit Bharat in all aspects, which all of you have appreciated during Operation Sindhur, and also the economic stability the country is enjoying. I should say enjoying. In the West, there is economic recession. Countries are dying. Friends, I am sure that few years to come, America's financial so-called superpower will decline. Whereas in our country, nothing can happen because our economy is purely based on rural economy. And nobody can destabilize our country. In this scenario, for this year, the government of India has given a new theme, what is called as Naya Bharat or Navya Bharat. We have to see that this country is modernized, this country is developed, but that is possible only by you people. It is not that the others cannot do. But if our youngsters, they make the mind, if they determine, we can do anything and nobody can shake us in this world, and India becomes Vishwaguru because of yoga, and we become powerful because of the economic stability and also scientific establishment in the field of everything for that matter. On this occasion, I wholeheartedly greet you and I wish that all of you become real warriors and soldiers to protect the independence. इसके साथ I complete. भारत माता की जोर से बोलो, प्यार से बोलो, भारत माता की once again, भारत माता की
Thank you, sir. Your inspiring words have truly enriched the celebration. From the icy embrace of Gomukh, she begins her journey, cascading down the mighty Himalayas, winding through valleys, nourishing fields, cradling civilizations and carrying centuries of culture in her gentle flow. A mother, a guide, a river. She is Ganga Ma, a witness to our history, our festivals, our prayers and our stories. Her waters have inspired poets, saints and freedom fighters alike. Today, as we celebrate the spirit of independence, let us also honor the spirit of this eternal river, the lifeline of our nation. And to pay a melodious tribute to her timeless grace, our talented students Ebin, Shantanu, Varat, Nirupam, Saket, Dipshita, Dhriti, Ruthambara, Ragshri, Sharda and Vedika Saha will now present a heartfelt song dedicated to the sacred Ganga. Close your eyes, listen with your soul, and let her flow through your heart.
कहती गंगा धारा युग युग से बहती
Just as the Ganga flows endlessly, carrying life and hope with her, may our love for our nation flow endlessly too. A heartfelt thank you to our students for bringing this thought alive in such a melodious way. Some heroes wear uniforms instead of capes. Shri Venkata Narayana Swami Sir, our guest of honor, is an army ex-serviceman whose service and sacrifice stand as a living example of courage. From guarding our borders to inspiring our youth, he has dedicated his life to the nation. Sir, we are privileged to have you here. The stage is yours.
ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಶುಭೋದಯ. ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಸಂಸ್ಥಾಪನಾ ದಿನ ಹಾಗೂ ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ 15 ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ದಿನಾಚರಣೆಯ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳನ್ನು ಈ ಸಭಾ ಸರಸ್ವತಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಜನ್ಮ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ನನ್ನ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿಗೆ, ನನಗೆ ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಬುದ್ಧಿಯನ್ನು ಕಲಿಸಿ ಇವತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ನಿಂತು ಮಾತನಾಡುವ ಸೌಮ್ಯತೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಂಥ ನನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗುರುಗಳಿಗೆ ವಂದಿಸುತ್ತಾ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಮಾತು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಅತಿ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಈ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ದಿನಾಚರಣೆ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ನಾವು ಯಾಕೆ ಆಚರಿಸಬೇಕು, ಯಾಕೆ ಆಚರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದಾದರೆ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ಹೋರಾಟದ ಆ ಮಹಾನ್ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳೇನಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರ ನೆನಪಿಗಾಗಿ, ಅವರ ಸ್ಮರಣೆಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಸಮಯವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮೀಸಲಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಮುಂದಿನ ಪೀಳಿಗೆಗೆ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅರಿವನ್ನು ಮೂಡಿಸುತ್ತಾ ನಾವು ಮುಂದೆ ಸಾಗಬೇಕು. ನಮ್ಮ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಜನ್ರೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅರಿವನ್ನು ಮೂಡಿಸತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಬಹುಮುಖ್ಯ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಇದು. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಇದರಿಂದ ದೇಶದ ಸಮಗ್ರತೆ ಉಂಟಾಗುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂತಹ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ನೆರವಾಗುತ್ತವೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೇನೆ. ತದನಂತರ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ಸಮರ ಯೋಧರು 100 ಶತ್ರುಗಳ ನೂಕಾಚೆ ದೂರ ಭಾರತಾಂಬೆಯೇ ನಮಗಿಂದು ಪೂಜಿಸುವ ಭಾರ ಅನ್ನೋ ಘೋಷಾಮಂತ್ರದಿಂದ ಹೋರಾಡಿದಂಥ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ಸಮರ ಯೋಧರು, ಪರಕೀಯರು ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತ ಮಾತೆಯ ತಿಲಕವನ್ನು ಅಳಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ಆದರೆ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ಸಮರ ಯೋಧರು ತನ್ನ ರಕ್ತವನ್ನೇ ಭಾರತ ಮಾತೆಯ ತಿಲಕವನ್ನಾಗಿಟ್ಟು ಮತ್ತೆ ಭಾರತಾಂಬೆಯ ಹಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಗೆಯನ್ನು ತಂದರು. ತದನಂತರ ಅನೇಕ ದೇಶಭಕ್ತರು ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ತನು ಮನ ಧನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಪಿಸಿ ಹೋರಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶ ಬಹು ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಇತಿಹಾಸವಿರುವ ದೇಶ, ಸಹಸ್ರಾರು ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಇತಿಹಾಸವಿರುವ ದೇಶ. ಯಾರಾದರೂ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇದೇ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತದ ವಿಶೇಷತೆ ಏನು ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ನನ್ನ ದೇಶ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆ, ನನ್ನ ದೇಶ ಅಗ್ನಿಕುಣಿತ ಸೀತೆ, ನನ್ನ ದೇಶ ಕರುಣಾಂತರಂಗ, ನನ್ನ ದೇಶ ಸಂಸ್ಕಾರ ಗಂಗಾ, ಇದು ನನ್ನ ಭಾರತ ದೇಶ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಹೀಗಿರುವಾಗ ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಇತಿಹಾಸವಿರುವ ದೇಶವನ್ನು ಪರಕೀಯರ ದಾಸ್ಯದಿಂದ ಬಿಡಿಸಲು ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ಹೋರಾಟಗಾರರು ತನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಣವನ್ನೇ ಬಲಿದಾನವಾಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂಥ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಮಿಸುವ ದಿನ, ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಸ್ಮರಿಸುವಂಥ ದಿನ ಇದು. ಅಂಥ ಒಂದು ಕ್ರಾಂತಿ ಯೋಧರು, ಸಮರ ಯೋಧರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಈ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ, ಈ ಚರಿತ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ
ದಾಖಲೆ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂಥ ಮಹಾನುಭಾವರು ಕೂಡ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಲಾಲಾ ಹರಿದಯಾಳ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಖುದಿರಾಮ್ ಬೋಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಉಧಮ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಪಠ್ಯಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಉಲ್ಲೇಖ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮರೆಮಾಚಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ. ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ನಾವು ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋದರೆ ಸಮಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಪರಕೀಯರ ದಾಸ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ತಬ್ದ 1600ರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊಟ್ಟ ಮೊದಲ ಬಾರಿಗೆ ಗುಜರಾತಿನ ಸೂರತ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಚಕ್ರವರ್ತಿ ಜಹಾಂಗೀರ್ ಮೊಟ್ಟ ಮೊದಲ ಆಶ್ರಯವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಂಥವ್ರು. ನಾವು ಅವರ ಚಕ್ರವರ್ತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತದ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ರಂಗದಲ್ಲಿನ ಅವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಮತ್ತು ದುರವಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ಪರಕೀಯರಿಗೆ ತುಪ್ಪ ಸುರಿದಂತಾಯಿತು. 1600ರಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು 1947ರವರೆಗೆ ಸಂಘರ್ಷ ನಡೆಯಿತು. ಅಷ್ಟು ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ನನಗೆ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಗ ನಿಶ್ಚಲವಾಗಿದ್ದಂಥ ಹಿಂದೂ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯ ಅಲ್ಲೋಲ ಕಲ್ಲೋಲವಾಯಿತು. ಪರಿಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಪರಕೀಯರ ದಾಸ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ. ತದನಂತರ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ದಬ್ಬಾಳಿಕೆ, ದೌರ್ಜನ್ಯ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ತಡೆಯಲಾರದೆ ಸಹಸ್ರಾರು ಸಮರ ಯೋಧರು ಪಣ ತೊಟ್ಟರು. ಏನೇ ಆಗಲಿ ನಾವು ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ಪಡಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ತಂದುಕೊಟ್ರು. ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಈಗ ಆ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ಭಾರತ ದೇಶವನ್ನು ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಈ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರವನ್ನು ಸ್ಥಿರವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಇಡಬೇಕು. ಕೇವಲ ನಾವು ಮಾತ್ರವಲ್ಲದೆ ಇಡೀ ಭಾರತೀಯರ ಒಂದು ಆದ್ಯ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಕೂಡ ಹೌದು. ಅವರ ಆ ತ್ಯಾಗ, ಬಲಿದಾನ, ಅರ್ಪಣಾ ಮನೋಭಾವವನ್ನು ಸ್ಮರಿಸಿ ಅವರನ್ನು ಗೌರವಿಸಿ ದೇಶದ ಸುರಕ್ಷಿತ ನಾಳೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟುವ ಸಂಕಲ್ಪ ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ದೃಢವಾಗಲಿ ಇಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳಿಂದ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ನನಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂಥ ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹಾಗೂ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶ್ರೋತೃಗಳಿಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತಿಗೆ ವಿರಾಮವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಜೈ ಹಿಂದ್.
We sincerely thank you for your encouraging words, sir. I once again extend a warm and respectful welcome to you. I request the dignitaries to felicitate our guest of honor. They are the present shaping the nation, as Dr. Ramakrishna sir mentioned. Representing this vibrant spirit, our student Durgesh from MSc will now share his perspective on what independence means to us today.
मिट गए मिस्र यूनान और रोमा, लेकिन कायम है अब तक नामो निशान हमारा। कुछ बात है कि हस्ती मिटती नहीं हमारी, सदियों रहा है दुश्मन दौरे जहां हमारा। Respected Guruji, Honorable Chancellor Sir, Vice Chancellor Sir and all other dignitaries present here, today I am here to share my thoughts on the Desh Bhakti. आज का यह दिन उन सभी महान हस्तियों को याद करने का है जिन्होंने हमारे देश के लिए फांसी के फंदे पर झूल गए हमारे सुनहरे भविष्य के लिए। 15 अगस्त 1947 जिस दिन हमारा देश गुलामी की जंजीरों को तोड़ते हुए आजाद हुआ और वो हमसे कह गए, कर चले हम फिदा जान तन साथियों, कर चले हम फिदा जान तन साथियों, तुम्हारे हवाले वतन साथियों। हो गए हैं स्वप्न साकार कैसे मान ले हम, टल गया सिर से व्यथा का भार कैसे मान ले हम। राष्ट्र को सब लोग भूले, स्वार्थ है युग मंत्र साला, स्वार्थ है युग मंत्र सारा, प्रांत भाषा भेद की नित बह रही कलुष धारा, इस पराये तंत्र को निज तंत्र कैसे मान ले हम, हो गए स्वप्न साकार कैसे मान ले हम, टल गया सिर से व्यथा का भार कैसे मान ले हम। भारत जो भरत की व्युत्पत्ति है, पराक्रमी दुष्यंत पुत्र भरत, जो एक छोटी सी आयु में शेरों के साथ खेला करता था और उनके मुंह को खोलकर, जबड़े को खोलकर दांत गिना करता था। अजीत डोभाल कहते हैं कि भारत विदेशियों से कभी नहीं हारा। अंग्रेजों की सेना में कोई भी ऐसा सैनिक नहीं था जो भारतीय ना रहा हो, लेकिन हमें हराया तो हमारे लोगों ने, हमारे अपने लोगों ने, और हमें दुख है तो सिर्फ इसी बात का। इसलिए इदम राष्ट्राय स्वाहा इदम न मम। जब हमें ऐसे लोग मिलेंगे जो हमारे मातृभूमि के लिए मर मिटने के लिए तैयार होंगे, तब हमारा देश गुलामी के जंजीरों को जैसे तोड़कर आजाद हुआ, वैसे ही आकाश में इस विश्व में अपना परचम लहराएगा। ज्ञान अर्पित, प्राण अर्पित, रक्त का कण कण समर्पित, सोचता हूं देश की धरती, सोचता हूं देश की धरती, तुझे कुछ और भी दूं, तुझे कुछ और भी दूं। एक सैनिक का ना तो कोई धर्म होता है और ना तो कोई जाति होती है। भारतीय सेना में जाने वाला प्रत्येक युवा कहता है, पास नहीं कुछ भी देने को, पास नहीं कुछ भी देने को, मैं अपना यौवन देता हूं। आज हम 60-70 होने के बाद भी मरना नहीं चाहते, देश के लिए जीना नहीं चाहते। फांसी पर लटकते समय खुदीराम बोस सिर्फ 18 वर्ष के थे, भगत सिंह मात्र 23 वर्ष के थे। और आप क्या कल्पना कर सकते हैं उस भारत की जिसकी चंद्रशेखर आजाद ने की हो। एक कहानी आपको सुनाना चाहता हूं। चंद्रशेखर आजाद जो घर से गरीब थे, दरिद्र थे, माता पिता के पास 2 वक्त की रोटी खाने के लिए पैसा नहीं था, लेकिन वो घर छोड़ के मात्र 13 वर्ष में चले गए बनारस और वहाँ पे स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों के साथ मिल गए। कुछ दिन बाद स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों के संगठन से उन्होंने काकोरी कांड में खजाना लूटा और उनके पास कुछ पैसे आ गए। जब इसकी खबर उनके माता पिता को चलती है तो वो ये कहते हैं कि कुछ पैसे हमें भी दे दो, ये हमारे गरीबी में काम आएंगे। और चंद्रशेखर अपने माता पिता से मिलने जाते हैं और कहते हैं, पैसे तो मैं दे नहीं सकता, लेकिन मेरी रिवॉल्वर में 2 गोलियां हैं, वो 2 गोलियां आपको दे सकता हूं। ऐसा देश चंद्रशेखर का जहां स्वार्थ नहीं, निस्वार्थ है। ऐसा देश चंद्रशेखर का। मैं रहूं या ना रहूं, भारत ये रहना चाहिए, तेरा वैभव अमर रहे मां, हम दिन 4 रहे ना रहे। लेकिन आज का भारतीय युवा अपनी भारतीय संस्कृति को छोड़कर पाश्चात्य संस्कृति को अपना रहा है। युवा वो नहीं जो शरीर से जवान हो, युवा वो है जिसके विचारों में क्रांति हो, जिसके व्यक्तित्व में आकर्षण हो, वह युवा है। मेरे प्यारे साथियों, इस देश का जो भविष्य है वो हम जैसे युवाओं के कंधों पर अवलंबित है। हमें ही इस राष्ट्र की बागडोर संभालनी है, नहीं तो पता नहीं हम वापस गुलामी की जंजीरों की तरफ ना चले जाएं। यह परम पवन अनुकूल देख, यह देख भुजा का बल अथाह, तू चले बेड़ियां तोड़ कहीं, रोकेगा आकर कौन राह। डगमग धरणी पर दमित तेज, सागर पारे सा उठे जो डोल, उठ जाग समय अब शेष नहीं, भारत माँ के शार्दूल बोल। अरे एक श्वान भी अपने घर की रक्षा के लिए भौंकता है और हम अपनी मातृभूमि के लिए मौन रहे, ये कतई भी बर्दाश्त नहीं। हम अहिंसा के पक्षधर हैं, लेकिन यदि हमारी मातृभूमि पर यदि आंच आती है तो जैसे हमने ऑपरेशन सिंदूर से राक्षसों का सर्वनाश किया, वैसे ही हम अपनी मातृभूमि के लिए किसी भी हद तक जा सकते हैं। शत्रु से कह दो जरा, शत्रु से कह दो जरा, सीमा में रहना सीख ले, ये मेरा भारत अमर है, सत्य कहना सीख ले। लाल बहादुर शास्त्री कहते हैं यदि हमारे देश को कोई तलवार की नोक पर डराना चाहे, एटम बम के दम पे डराना चाहे, दबाना चाहे, ये हमारा देश दबने वाला नहीं। और ये मेरे शब्द हैं, मैं कहना चाहता हूँ ब्लड प्रेशर बढ़ना कोई गलत बात नहीं, यदि वो राष्ट्र की रक्षा के लिए हो। हार्ट बीट तेज होना कोई गलत नहीं, यदि वो देश के लिए धड़कता हो। और कुछ पंक्तियों के साथ अपनी वाणी को विराम देता हूँ। भारत कोई भूमि का टुकड़ा नहीं, एक जीता जागता राष्ट्र पुरुष है। अटल जी ने कहा था यह वंदन की भूमि है, अभिनंदन की भूमि है, यह अर्पण की भूमि है, यह तर्पण की भूमि है। इसकी नदी नदी हमारे लिए गंगा है और इसका कंकड़ कंकड़ हमारे लिए शंकर है। हम जिएंगे तो इस भारत के लिए और मरेंगे तो इस भारत के लिए, और मरने के बाद भी हमारी अस्थियों को कोई कान खोल कर सुनेगा तो एक ही आवाज आएगी, भारत माता की जय। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Durgesh, for that electrifying and soul-stirring speech on our independence. As you spoke, it felt as if even the morning sun rose higher to salute your words, casting its golden rays like a proud blessing over us. Every sentence carried the heartbeat of our nation and the fire of its freedom. It wasn't just a speech, it was a moment that gave us goosebumps, stirred our souls and reminded us why our tricolor flies high. We're truly grateful for the passion and patriotism you have ignited in all of us today. From protecting our nation's defense systems to shaping policies that safeguard our sovereignty, Mr. C.V. Nagabhushan has served with distinction as an ex-senior scientific officer in the Ministry of Defense, New Delhi. Sir, it is our honor to invite you and to share your wisdom with us.
Good morning to all of you. Good morning, sir. Respected Guruji, Chancellor Subramaniam Ji, distinguished authorities of the SVYASA, learned faculties, and my dear students. It is my privilege to stand here in front of you to speak few words on this great occasion of 79th Independence Day. Today is also coincidentally is the 50th anniversary of the foundation of SVYASA. I give my best wishes to all of you on this occasion. See, I am also privileged to have hoisted the national flag, which is the symbol of patriotism and oneness of the country. You all must be knowing, the students particularly, are you aware what are the colors representing what? See, please note, it is the saffron. The saffron color indicates the valor and strength of the country. The white color is the purity, the love. The green is the growth, and the Ashoka Chakra is the progress of wheel. So that is how it inspires the nationalism. Our friend, the student leader who spoke patriotically, wonderful message he has left to you, that you have to take this as an opportunity to learn all those. Similarly, Dr. Ramakrishna also said very patriotic messages he has given, that it is the nation first and afterwards I. So that is how it happened. So today is the 79th Independence Day. What it indicates, it signifies the sacrifices of thousands of men and women who fought for the country's sake and got independence. This independence, as earlier speaker said, it is not the freedom. Freedom cannot be given to you free of cost. You have to work for it. So if you are free, if you want freedom, you have to work as a good citizen. You have to work as a good mannered person. So the independence of a country just will not be there only with us. And I am privileged to be with our army man, Mr. Swami, who was in the borders. Similarly, our borders are protected by the land army. Our sea is protected by navy, and our airspace is protected by air force. These are the three forces for whom we have to be inducted forever. But for their courage and sacrifice, like Mr. Swami said, we should not have been what today we are. No other country can say, they can raise eyebrow on us. As Mr. Ramakrishna said, nobody can deter us from our destiny and our goal. And soon we will become one of the largest, the best economy in the world. See, these forces has to be given proper equipments to fight against the army. Earlier there were the days we didn't have anything. Long back, there was no equipments available, and we had some problems because of that war. That is 1965. So afterwards, the country started progressing, and today we are on the threshold of the modern warfare. And I stand here in front of you as one of the privileged persons to have worked in these fields. I have seen how the Sainik or how army man works in the border, how an air force man works in the combat aircraft. So I am privileged to have see and develop. So I belong to an organization, DRDO, with whom I am proud of it. So all the armed forces need good equipment, and these equipments are tested, in three phases. It is first, the development is done, research and development by the DRDO, and they are evaluated by allied establishment. Then it is produced by ordnance factories and other defense manufacturers, and then only it goes to the armed forces for their use against army. And Sri Ramakrishna ji was telling about O.P. Sindoor. It was wonderful of you. So that is where we all should be. That inspires us, the nationalistic spirit in us. The O.P. Sindoor was not just a war. In 45 minutes we have shown what can happen. And particularly he also mentioned, I was happy that he already, many of you or most of you must be knowing what is BrahMos. Are you knowing? BrahMos is a supersonic missile having a Mach 3. That means 3 times the speed of sound. Speed of a sound is around 400 meters per second. You just imagine, 3 means 1 kilometer travel in 1 second. So that is and it's very interesting that many of you may not be knowing. The BrahMos is a wonderful coin. It is a nice name they have put. Coining wonderful way. Other day, just in the beginning, the girls sang song on Ganga. So it is the Ma Ganga. Similarly, Brahmaputra is also there. The Brahmaputra is known for its dignified ways of flowing. It can create havoc. Similarly, that name has been brought into the BrahMos. BRAH is representing Brahmaputra, and MOS is a Russian river, Moscow. So that is the one you please write down. This is a very interesting note for you. And that is how, similarly, Akash missile also he mentioned. That was also one of the greatest the weaponry missile we had. And I have the fortune of working in the Akash project and under the leadership of Abdul Kalam ji, who was my director. So those people, such great men of courage and intellectual, were the torch bearer of our destiny, and today we have progressed very well. And in the the defense field, we have gone very high. There was the times long back, 25 or 30 years back, there was no equipment. The army used to ask, we need good equipment, then only we can fight. Today we have reached such a stage, 1.5 lakh crores of worth of defense equipment has been manufactured in India, out of which almost 30,000 crores are exported. We never was in the history of India that we exported defense equipments, because we were always depending on the superpowers, and they were very clever. They were never used to give, because I have experience myself, they never used to give the actual technology. They used to give, okay, when you want repair, you call us. So even for tightening with a screwdriver, we don't know what to do. That was the stage. Today we can teach anybody in the world, and we are giving exports, and that is why, and it is of the greatness of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, that he has found out who needs it. He has gone to Philippines, he has gone to Kuwait, he has many small countries, including Sri Lanka, our items are being exported. So there is no, I think this is the time we should all feel proud of our country. Without nationalism, nothing moves. The young men, all men and women here should know that the nation is the first. India can soon become one of the largest economy in the world. We are already in the fourth. There is no, very soon we will be in the third. And that is how the greatness of this country. And today, on this great occasion, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the authorities of the SVYASA for having invited me for this great function. I am privileged to do. Thank you very much.
We're grateful for your valuable words, sir. Your presence here is truly an honor. I request the dignitaries to felicitate our chief guest.
फोटो उठाने के बाद ओके करके बोल क्या बोला उधर सब लोग खड़ा है इनको खड़ा रहना.
Freedom without understanding is fragile. Professor K. Subramaniam Sir, Honorable Chancellor of SVYASA, will now remind us of the deeper meaning of Independence Day, the struggles that won it, and the responsibilities that preserve it.
Esteemed friends, we are all born with certain duties. We have a duty to the mother, we have a duty to the motherland, and we have a duty to the God. All these duties are prioritized by the individuals. The first and foremost to be of topmost priority today is the nation. Today, luckily, we have both the guests from defense. The present chancellor of this university was formerly the principal and director of the National Defense Academy, Khadakwasla, Pune. And this NDA makes the army officers, navy officers, and the air force officers. To celebrate the national days, we do invite great personalities. And one such occasion, I had the privilege of organizing. The chief guest arrives, he salutes, and the string to lift the national flag up is given to him steadily. It goes to the top, and then the national flag contains certain flowers. Above, we have the 3 aircrafts flying. One is to shower the red rose petals of self-sacrifice. The second helicopter drops and showers the white petals of purity. And the third showers the green petals of prosperity. Imagine the precision. A second more, the petals may not fall on the flag. They may not fall on the chief guest's head. Very precise, very accurate time management. And it is a function to be seen, and it is a function to be remembered to retain our independence, as our Vice Chancellor has said. We find precision, purity, perfection in every organization. If today we are able to have the extraordinary instruments like BrahMos, it's all because of the precise training we impart. Our young boys and girls require to be trained very precisely to protect the freedom of this country. Dr. Ramakrishna has beautifully analyzed how successful it is when we had that Operation Sindoor. The credit goes to our Army, Navy, Air Force personnel. And in the footprints of our principles like purity, precision, and perfection, our President has initiated this yogic discipline. We are to be punctual, we are to be precise, we are to be very perfect in our personal and moral character, to establish the moral uprightness of this country in general and the moral uprightness of the campus in particular. This university has been established. Each boy, each girl sitting here is a person embodying perfect discipline. Wherever you go, you find every academic subject to be a discipline. Physics is a discipline. Chemistry is a discipline. Research is a discipline. And yogic practices are a discipline. To establish that discipline, to develop that precision, to purify every soul, there is only one weapon, and that is yoga. If yoga is taken care of, everything will be taken care of. If today Prime Minister Modi ji is able to be successful, it is because of his yogic discipline. And that yogic discipline is to be installed. Therefore, our President Dr. H.R. Nagendra took upon himself the responsibility to make every person yogic, disciplined person. And here we have the second celebration, the celebration of the Founders' Day. The National Day and the Founders' Day are a coincidence today. We glorify them both. We practice the discipline in every perspective. We adore Ma Bharat and we worship Yogic Mata. May we all, by the grace of God Almighty, shower the best on the society for its glory, for its welfare. Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you very much.
Your inspiring words have enriched today's event, sir. I warmly extend our deepest gratitude. From the wisdom of Vyasa to the poetic brilliance of Kalidasa, from the sacred heights of Kailash to the eternal verses of Valmiki's Ramayana, our heritage is a tradition and treasure beyond measure. Today our students bring this legacy alive through a soulful Kannada song, a tribute to the saints, sages and stories that shaped the soul of Bharat. Namma Desha, Namma Garva, Namma Shakti. Let the words and music carry you into the heart of timeless culture.
ದೇಶ 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 ನನ್ನದು ದೇಶ 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 ನನ್ನದು ಸಿಂಧು ಕಣಿವೆ ಕೈಲಾಸ ಗಿರಿಯು ನನ್ನದು ಸಿಂಧು ಕಣಿವೆ ಕೈಲಾಸ ಗಿರಿಯು ನನ್ನದು ದೇಶ 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 ನನ್ನದು ದೇಶ 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 ನನ್ನದು ಹರಿ ಹರಿಯುವ ನೀರ ಕಣ ಮೇಲಗುವ ಬಾನಂಗಣ ಹಸಿರಾಗಿ ಹಮಣ್ಣ ಕಣ ಹಾರಾಡುವ ಹಕ್ಕಿ ಗಣ ಹರಿ ಹರಿಯುವ ನೀರ ಕಣ ಮೇಲಗುವ ಬಾನಂಗಣ ಹಸಿರಾಗಿ ಹಮಣ್ಣ ಗಣ ಹಾರಾಡುವ ಹಕ್ಕಿ ಗಣ ಹೊಳೆ ಹೊಳೆಯುವ ಚುಕ್ಕಿ ಗಣ ಎಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನದು ಎಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನದು ಎಲ್ಲ
What a powerful rendition. Through their voices, our students transported us into the very soul of our heritage. Thank you for that truly mesmerizing performance. It is now my privilege to invite a visionary leader, a guiding light in the world of yoga and holistic health, the esteemed president of our institution, Dr. H.R. Nagendra sir, a man whose life work has been dedicated to blending the wisdom of our ancient tradition with modern science. He has inspired countless lives across the globe. Today, on this sacred occasion of Independence Day, we await your words, sir, that will surely enrich our minds and uplift our spirits.
My dear brothers and sisters, on this very auspicious occasion where we have all been dedicating to the glory of India, already have heard the wonderful, inspiring speeches from our Chancellor, our Pro-Chancellor, and the guests and others. India has grown meeting the challenges. When we were to get the independence, we sacrificed our lives and brought independence. But the challenges continue. And if India has to grow to the greatest heights, we have to meet the challenges. The challenge of the food, shelter and clothing was the first challenge. And we have started moving in that direction to meet that challenge to a great extent. Then the economic prosperity, the defense dimensions are also growing wonderfully well, as has been so beautifully brought out by our earlier speakers. But then the bigger challenge that is coming up to enslave us is the NCDs and the drug menace. United States, with all its development, also started getting into this biggest slavery of the non-communicable diseases and the health challenges and the drug menace. And they're exporting this thing to India in a very big way. As our children, our students and other people went to United States, they were also stuck with this big enslaving challenges. So we need to meet these challenges. And these challenges are not simple. They are not really physical. If for physical we would have solved it, because we have everything, our knowledge base is total in our modern science to deal with the physical challenges. Because we know this entire world, how it is made of, what are the structure, what are the laws that govern them, everything we have understood. Therefore, we are able to meet this challenge, putting man on the moon, building skyscrapers, underwater channels, information technology, economic prosperity, all those things we have been able to do in the world at large. But the new challenges that are being faced the world over are multidimensional, physical, mental, emotional, intellectual, with a spiritual basis. Unless we have a total knowledge base, we will not be able to meet these challenges. And that's what India has been developing and had developed for thousands of years. And that total knowledge base is our Sanatana Dharma, that's our total science, our dimensions contained in yoga. In yoga, it is not just merely set of practices, as all of you know, it is a science of total living, it is a science which gives you the whole knowledge base of the whole creation and even beyond. The 5 fields, the electromagnetic field and the quantum field of the physical world, then we have the bioplastic field and the pranic field, then we have the astral and the mind field, then we have the information field and the bliss field. All these 5 fields are in continuing reaction in the world. And our ancient masters have given the complete knowledge base of what these fields are made of and what are the laws that govern them. And they did not stop there. Having understood the Panchakosha, they understood which is beyond the kosha, that's pure consciousness, beyond space, time, causation. And that's a state of infinite power, freedom, bliss and knowledge. And that entire knowledge base has to be brought to meet these challenges that we are facing today. And this knowledge is not available whether it's in the United States or any part of the world. Only here in India we have a complete knowledge base grown to such great precision, and that has to be brought forth to meet the challenge. And yoga is the expression of the total knowledge base brought forth. So this university has been put into this framework of total knowledge base to be brought to the forefront. While India is growing on all fronts, other things it has to grow in this front to greater and greater extent. Therefore, our Honorable Prime Minister rightly brought yoga to the greatest extent to spread everywhere through the International Day of Yoga and bringing yoga into the field of education, into health, in all fronts. He has been pushing yoga to be brought. He understands the total knowledge base is contained in our yogic field. It has to be brought. And every year we bring about the newer and newer dimension through the International Day of Yoga. And as has been put forward, we had to bring this year Naya Bharat. What is Naya Bharat? The new India that we have to emerge. That should be free from NCD and Nasha Mukta Bharat Abhiyan. That is the new dimension that he has given. Therefore, we have to see that we all work together to see that we become drug free. Can we prevent such things happening? And the challenging forces from the other side, because of the economic prosperity involved in this thing, have been very, very creative, and they use all technology and use all strategies to lure all our students from young age, even in the schools and colleges. And they are luring the students, and therefore we have to be extremely careful. So our brilliant students and the creative students here should all work together to develop the antidotes for these challenges they put. Find out what are all the strategies they use, 7 or 8 or 10 strategies they use. Can we develop anti-strategies to prevent these things? And this is the way ahead for us on one side. And we have to find out how we will be able to use the yoga to bring solace to all addicted children, students and our thing. Unfortunately, in our country, Punjab is growing so fast, and Haryana is saying that we are no less. We are going to grow even beyond Punjab. And what to talk about Kerala? Everywhere drug business has started growing. Therefore, this year we have taken up this challenge to see that we move towards Nasha Mukta Bharat Abhiyan. And that's our way ahead for us. And therefore, all institutions have come forward. The Ministry of Education, with the AICT, headed by Sitaramji, he brought UGC, NCT, everybody, and gave a call to all the Vice Chancellor of the universities to come forward to build Nasha Mukta campuses in every university on one front. And NCERT chief brought that in every school campus we should have Nasha Mukta campuses there. And similarly, the Narcotic Control Bureau also has come forward to see that we are going to control the dimensions, and the whole government is towards it. Ministry of Social Justice, Ministry of Youth Affairs, and everybody has come forward, and our Prime Minister is very keen that we should move in this direction. Therefore, the challenge that we are now facing and then trying to solve is drug menace. Therefore, yesterday, the day before yesterday also in our seminar, all of you took an oath. Yes, we are going to prevent these things and develop strategies to see that the drug menace will not spread in the country, and it's going to be contained in fully. With these things, that on this very auspicious Independence Day, let us take a oath that yes, none of us will be lured by these things, and we will spread the needed dimensions to make India move towards Nasha Mukta Bharat. And that's the Abhiyan that we are facing this year, and with the wonderful support of all our faculty on one side and brilliant students and creative genii, I call, of our students, we will be able to achieve this, and we lead the entire country to see that we move towards the desired goal of Nasha Mukta Bharat Abhiyan. Dhanyavad.
Thank you, Guruji, for your enlightening words. We're truly grateful for the depth of wisdom you bring to every occasion. Some songs are not just music. They are a call to awaken our spirit, strengthen our resolve, and remind us of our sacred duty. This next presentation of music is one such stirring hymn, a prayer that invokes dharma, unity, courage, and unshakable devotion to our motherland. As the words rise, let them ignite in each of us the fire to live with purpose, serve with humility, and stand as guardians of our heritage. As the saying goes, देश के लिए जियो, देश के लिए मरो, यही सबसे बड़ा धर्म है. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome our students for this soul awakening song.
व्यक्ति व्यक्ति में जगाए राष्ट्र चेतना, व्यक्ति व्यक्ति में जगाए राष्ट्र चेतना, जन मन संस्कार करे यही साधना, जन मन संस्कार करे यही साधना, साधना नित्य साधना, साधना खंड साधना, साधना नित्य साधना, साधना खंड साधना, नित्य शाख जाह्नवी पुनीत जलधरा, साधना की पुण्य भूमि शक्ति पीठिका, नित्य शाख जाह्नवी पुनीत जलधरा, साधना की पुण्य भूमि शक्ति पीठिका, रजक कणों में प्रकट दिव्य दीप मालिका, रजक कणों में प्रकट दिव्य दीप मालिका, हो तपस्वी के समान संघ साधना, साधना नित्य साधना, साधना खंड साधना, साधना नित्य साधना, साधना खंड साधना, हे प्रभु तू विश्व की अजेय शक्ति दे, जगत हो विनम्र ऐसा शील हमको दे, हे प्रभु तू विश्व की अजेय शक्ति दे, जगत हो विनम्र ऐसा शील हमको दे, कष्ट से भरा हुआ ये पंथ काटने, कष्ट से भरा हुआ ये पंथ काटने, ज्ञान दे के हो सरल हमारी साधना, साधना नित्य साधना, साधना खंड साधना, साधना नित्य साधना, साधना खंड साधना, विजयशाली संघ पंथ कार्य शक्ति दे, तीव्र और अखंड ध्येय निष्ठ हमको दे, विजयशाली संघ पंथ कार्य शक्ति दे, तीव्र और अखंड ध्येय निष्ठ हमको दे, हिंदू धर्म रक्षणार्थ वीरतः स्फुरे, हिंदू धर्म रक्षणार्थ वीरतः स्फुरे, तव कृपा से हो सरल हमारी साधना, साधना नित्य साधना, साधना खंड साधना, साधना नित्य साधना, साधना खंड साधना,
अभी ले लो, अभी ले लो.
खंड साधना.
Every word, every note carry the strength of our heritage and the pride of our nation. Thank you for igniting our hearts with such passion and devotion. Gratitude is the heartbeat of every celebration. Our respected registrar, Dr. Soni Kumari ma'am, will now extend the vote of thanks to everyone who made this Independence Day incredible.
Namaste and a very good morning to once and all those who are present here. Respected Chief Guest, Sri C.V. Nagbhushan ji and Srimati Nagbhushan ma'am, Honorable Guest of Honor, Sri Venkat Narayan Swami ji, our revered President Dr. H.R. Nagendra ji and Honorable Chancellor Professor K. Subramaniam ji, Honorable Pro-Chancellor Dr. B.R. Ramkrishna ji, Honorable Vice-Chancellor Dr. N.K. Manjunath ji, and principals of all these schools, School of Sushrita Ayurvedic Medical College, Nursing School, Yoga, School of Yoga and School of BNYS and School of Physiotherapy. One and all distinguished faculty member, teaching and non-teaching staff, those who are present here, and my dear student. On behalf of SVYASA deemed to be university, it is my proud privilege to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all who made today's 79th Independence Day and Foundation Day celebration so memorable. First and foremost, I offer my deepest thanks to our Chief Guest, Sri C.V. Nagbhushan ji, for gracing us with your kind presence and inspiring words. Your life of dedicated service to the nation truly reflects the spirit of this day. I also thank Srimati Nagbhushan ma'am for her gracious presence to attend this function. Thank you, ma'am. Our special gratitude to our guest of honor, Sri Venkat Narayan Swami ji, for sharing your valuable invaluable thoughts and reminding us for the sacrifices that upholds our nation. A warm thank to President Dr. H.R. Nagendra ji, whose vision continues to guide SVYASA towards excellence, to our Chancellor Professor K. Subramaniam ji for his enlightening words on the significance of the day, and also to our Pro-Chancellor and Vice-Chancellor sir for their inspiring leadership and constant encouragement. We also thank all the principals and coordinators, the Dean of Academic and the Deputy Registrar sir for their kind support to make this event a successful and grand event. I also appreciate the SRS Vidya Mandir students for impressive parade and patriotic song that stirred the heart of everyone present, and special mention goes to their faculty member for instilling discipline, dedication and love for the nation in these young minds. Our thanks to every member of organizing committee, faculty, staff and volunteer who worked tirelessly to make this event a grand success. Lastly, to all the students and each one of you in the audience, thank you for joining us early in the morning, for your enthusiastic participation and for being part of this collective celebration of freedom, unity and service. Let us carry forward the spirit of today, remembering that true independence is nurtured by responsibility, compassion and the continuous striving for a better tomorrow. Thank you one and all once again for your kind presence and also for making this event a grand success. Thank you one and all. Jai Hind, Bharat Mata Ki Jai.
Thank you, ma'am, for that heartfelt vote of thanks. Your words have beautifully acknowledged every contribution and truly brought the celebration to a graceful close. I request all the faculties to stay back and take the pictures in the order of School of Yogic Sciences first, SSYNM next, School of Physiotherapy, Sushrita Ayurveda College, and School of Nursing to take the photo session with the dignitaries. Now, as we prepare to bring the celebration to a close, let us all rise for a song that is not just music, but the very heartbeat of our nation, Vande Mataram. These sacred words penned by Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay have inspired generations of freedom fighters, stirred the soul of Bharat, and continue to remind us of our duty to the motherland. Today, we have the honor of hearing it from the melodious voice of Dr. Arundhati ma'am. I request everyone to stand in respect and join your hearts as she leads us in this eternal salute to our Mother India.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malayaj Sheetalam, Sasya Shamalam, Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubhra Jyotsnam Pulakitayamini, Vallakusumita Dhrumadala Shobhini, Suhasini, Sumadhura Bhashini, Sukhada